ganitong bulk ng quantity nitong fuel nito. So, balik tayo dun sa question dahil gusto talaga namin malaman kung nag-paid advance ba talaga kayo with the supplier. Kaya may inventory, kunwari may stocks, pero doon pala wala doon sa tangke ng ating LGU. I would like to get that, Mr. Chair, and I know you are in oath dito, so try to tell us the truth. Kung talagang nagbayad kayo in advance with the supplier dito at na-record nyo ng inventory.
Your Honor, with the voluminous transactions in our LGU, I cannot easily recall the specific transaction, but may I explain the mode of procurement that we have encountered regarding the fuel, Your Honor? May I explain
Okay,
that?
sige, please proceed.
There is a procurement of fuel that it is under competitive bidding because the road, the project or it is based on the program of work, which is the maintenance of roads and rehabilitation of road. So the BAC will conduct procurement on that, Your Honor. As to the mode or terms and conditions, it is contained in the contract, Your Honor. And then there is another mode of procurement for fuel, which is the billing statement, which is under the different offices like the LDRRM office or Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office, that they will they will have a contract with a nearby gasoline station. They will get the fuel there for their emergency use, and then the gasoline station will bill the office, and we will and upon submission of complete documents to the municipal accounting, will process the payment. So, Your Honor, what I'm saying is the procurement of fuel is not a uniform mode of procurement, depending upon the situation or depending upon the program or projects implemented, which are decided or which are by the BAC, Your Honor.
Okay, so again, marami tayong kunin na data dito, Mr. Chair, if that is the case, no? So we will summon the supplier about the project, kasi alam naman natin yung MOA natin, iba naman yun with the project related cost, which you know that as accountant, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so dapat hiwalay yun. So again, Mr. Chair, would like to ask Kuwa here, kasi we would like to get really the statement na tama ba ang ginawa ng LGU sa Ipasugong? Saan ba dito yung Kuwa, Mr. Chair? And then dito. Mr. Chair, I would like to ask Kuwa, tama ba ang ginawa ng LGU in Ipasugong in terms of procuring na tawag nito? Magbayad sila in advance, tapos i-mix nila yung MOA nila na transactions with regards to project based, kasi sabi nila may mga roads din sila na under that, no? So again, would like to get the opinion of Kuwa para mag-guide din kami as legislator. After this hearing, we could have a legislation. Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Chairman Mon. Please, Kuwa, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am from COA Region 10. And as found po doon sa 2022 annual audit report for the LGU Ipasugong, there is it was found that the fuel, oil, and lubricants are paid in cash advance, which, as reflected in the said AR, it is in violation of Section 88 of PD 1445, which prohibits against advance payment on government contract. This is also reiterated under COA Circular Number 822-177, dated March 4, 1982, that the payment shall be made only after services or supplies and materials have been rendered or delivered. So hindi po dapat
Okay, so
via cash advance yung
again,
payment po.
Mr. Chair, with our municipal accountant, you heard the response of our COA representative, meaning it's really paid in advance. Kaya walang makitang a physical inventory of that items. Do you agree to that?
Your Honor, the vouchers that pass through the office has my certification is on the completeness of documents, Your Honor. So we will not process documents with incomplete supporting documents. So whether or not we have paid in advance, I have no knowledge, Your Honor, because I don't know if the items are delivered. I mean, I don't know if the items or the gasoline or fuel is inexistent or not, because as to the matter of the completeness of documents, Your Honor, kompleto naman po yung mga document na napasa po sa office. Pero as to the actual inventory, hindi ko po alam, Your Honor, which is my stand earlier. So hindi ko po maano, Your Honor, na because I only process documents with vouchers with complete documents. As to the actual presence of fuel or inventory, Your Honor, it is beyond my control, beyond my scope of authority to determine as such.
Mr. Chair, yeah, sige. Anyway, in a proper court, in a proper venue, you will be having such,
Mr. Chair.
Kung paano mo yan ma-justify, no? Dahil you are the municipal accountant and you control and you
Mr. Chair.
approve. No. Yes, Mr. Chair, I will.
Chair, with the indulgence of the Honorable
yes.
Esparres.
Chairman.
I will give you first, no, the interjection of Chair Acop.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Chairman Mon. Chairman Akop is recognized. Please
Madam
proceed.
Accountant, diretso na lang po naman yung tanong ni Honorable Esparres eh. May advance payment po ba sa fuel? Yes or no? Kasi kanina pa sagot ka ng sagot eh, paiwas eh. May I ask, would you know whether there was an advance payment made by the municipality with regards to fuel? Yun po ang tanong ni Honorable Esparres eh. Yes or no?
Your Honor, since
I said
this-
yes or no.
May I answer, Your Honor?
Kaya nga, yes or no lang ang sagot dun eh. Would you know?
Your Honor, may I invoke my right of self-incrimination because as we as
Kanina
as
ka pa
based-
sagot ng sagot, ngayon ako nagtatanong eh, you invoke your right.
Your Honor, these observations have been the same complaint with this observation have already been filed with the Office of the Ombudsman and COA. So denying or affirming any would cite me, would incriminate myself. So may I respectfully invoke my right of self-incrimination, Your Honor.
May kaso ba? Na-file?
Based on the letter invitation that I have received, Your Honor, you have the letter in mentioned that the same complaints are filed in the Office of the Ombudsman, Your Honor. And by answering your questions, I may have risked myself or I may incriminate myself, Your Honor. So I respectfully invoke my right for self-incrimination, Your Honor.
Chairman Akop.
Mr. Chair, if we read our rules of procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation, nandun po yung under section 1 eh. The filing or pendency of a case before any court, tribunal or quasi-judicial or administrative body shall not stop or abate any inquiry conducted to carry out a legislative purpose. Baka mapilitan po akong i-contempt to move to cite her in contempt, Mr. Chair, for refusing to answer.
Your Honor, may I answer?
Yes, ma'am. Please proceed.
For fear of being held in contempt, Your Honor, I will answer the question, but I will maintain my right to protect my right of self-incrimination.
Ma'am, do you have a
So-
lawyer with you?
Yes, Your Honor. So I will proceed with my answer, Your Honor.
Yung statement mo that you invoke your right to self-incrimination, is that an advice from your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sinong lawyer mo dito ngayon?
Andito si Attorney Caballero po, Your Honor.
Attorney, that's your legal advice? Is that your legal advice? Attorney? Yes. Please just approach the microphone, attorney.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, that was the advice of the previous council. I have just been engaged the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did not advise.
So you didn't advise. Madam Suyat, ma'am, Who's your lawyer, previous lawyer mo?
Your Honor, he is not an official lawyer, but I only confer with
So, but
counsel.
now,
Oh.
this is
But
the
now
first
my
hearing,
official counsel.
your lawyer, the attorney lady at the back,
I have just
has entered her appearance
Yes,
as
Your
your
Honor.
counsel, but he denied that she gave you the advice to invoke your right to self-incrimination. And Chairman Akop has specifically read the constitutional provision with regards to inquiry in the legislation. Malinaw po tayo dun.
Yes po, Your Honor.
You cannot invoke jurisprudence, question of self-incrimination unless self-incriminatory yung tanong.
Yes
Ma'am,
po,
and I think the question of Chairman Akop is not self-incriminatory, though you have pending case in the Office of the Ombudsman.
Yes, Your Honor, I will reply, I will proceed with my reply, Your Honor. I have to make sure that the statement will not put me or will not incriminate in my right, with my right of self-incrimination. So I will proceed with
Mr.
my
Chair,
answer, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Chair,
Before you proceed, ma'am, yes, Chairman Akop.
paliwanag ko lang, Iha. Paano may incriminate yung sarili mo kung yung tanong po naman is, alam mo ba kung may advance payment o wala? Kindly explain to me. Even your lawyer can explain it to me if she wants to. Paano may incriminate yung sarili mo doon? Sa anong kaso? Anong problema?
Your Honor, may I answer?
Hindi na.
Actually, Your Honor, I'm not really sure because I'm not an attorney or a legal counsel. So I'm just being protective of my self-interest. So I invoke my right of self-incrimination. So I'm not saying that I know the law, but I will proceed. I have to make sure that I will protect myself first before answering. But I will, as to answer your question, Your Honor.
Sandali lang, Iha. Alam mo ba yung sagot doon sa katanungan ko?
Yes po.
Yes, yun pala. Pakisagot lang po.
Sige, ma'am, please
Yes
proceed.
po. May advance payment po. Yes po, Your Honor, may advance payment. Kasi po, yung nabanggit ko kanina is my procurement na rehabilitation of local roads and bridges, which is the item indicated herein is the procurement of fuel for the rehabilitation of roads and bridges. So as I've said earlier, it is indicated in the contract as to the delivery of the items and or the terms and conditions thereof. So as I've said earlier, that the BAC will decide on the matter on what will be contained in the contract, Your Honor. So I am just, as it is submitted in the office, the documents are complete. So I am bound to process the document, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you,
Chairman Akop, are you
Mr. Chair.
satisfied?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes,
Mr. Chair, can I
thank you,
continue?
Mr. Chairman. Chairman Akop, please proceed, Chairman Mon.
Thank you. So meaning the presentation, the data that the 19.4 million is really unconfirmed by the CUA is really a payment advance to the supplier.
Your Honor, there is a voluminous transaction and different modes of procurement, but
Mr.
if
Chair.
ever there is.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Yes,
The resource
Yes,
person,
Chairman Akop.
the resource person is not answering appropriately the question of the Honorable Espares. Kasi paiwas siya ng paiwas eh. Huwag mong iiwas yung sarili mo kagad, Iha. Ang ginagawa mo kasi, sinisave mo kagad yung sarili mo eh. Kindly answer yung katanungan po. Kasi pag mamaya ako magtanong, yes or no lang ang isasagot mo.
Chairman Mon, with the indulgence of Chairman Akop. Chairman Mon, please reiterate your query to address ba kay
Summon civil
Ms.
accountant. Mr. Chair.
Suyat?
Yeah, Mr. Chair.
Please proceed ulit.
Yeah, thank you. Ang sabi ko dito is na confirm naman kanina and it was really also seconded by the CUA, their findings, na yung naka-reflect on the inventory sa books dahil walang stocks. So, advance payment, which we believe on that dahil wala nga sa stocks eh, di ba? So, that's advance payment. So question there is, you mentioned na may advance payment na nangyari, and my question is answerable by yes or no, that the amount being reflected as shown in the presentation, 19.4 million, is really an advance payment to the supplier. Yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So thank you with that, no? Dahil but then are you aware of the Section 88 PD 1445 na bawal yung mag-advance payment?
On fuel po, Your Honor.
Yeah, either fuel or any commodity or services.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, ang tanong ngayon is, that was happened 2022, ilang years after, do you still practice this advance payment to supplier?
No, as I've said, no, Your Honor, but may I qualify my answer?
You do not continue anymore, or you still continue? Because tatanong ako ulit with KUA kung may existence pa yan o wala.
As of to date, Your Honor, there is an unliquidated or inventory balance in the books, Your Honor.
As of to date or say
As of
December
December.
31, 2024, may sa books kasi close tayo. Magkano yung inventory recorded doon?
Your Honor, hindi pa po na finalize po yung record because we are in the process of closing our books for CY 2024 po.
Okay, but do you have the idea right now kung inventory ba or advance payment pa rin ang nangyari?
Yes, Your Honor. With regards to the previous AOM issued, as of to date, there is still a balance of 10 million, Your Honor. More
What
or
is
less.
the record there? Inventory pa rin, tama?
Inventory pa rin.
But the actual transactions is still advance payment.
That was advance payment for the previous year, Your Honor, but not current. Previous po yan na AOM po na balance na from 21
So
million
question there
naging 10
is,
million po.
Mr. Chair, question there is that dahil 2022 may findings ang COA, and I know always the findings is that, di ba, stop yung mga malpractice or violations to the rules. Ang tanong dito is, bakit may balance pa? Which you mentioned around 10 million pa as of this date pa.
Hindi ko po alam, Your Honor, kung bakit hindi po sila nakapag-submit ng liquidation kasi yung office po is nagre-receive lang po ng liquidation. I will only affix my signature under the sign receive. Hindi po ako ang nagsasubmit po ng liquidation, Your Honor, at hindi ko po alam kung bakit meron pa pong unliquidated. Pero yung mga rason po na binigay po sa amin is reason po nila is hindi po makapag-submit. So sa office po kasi hindi ko po tinatanggap kapag incomplete po yung mga attachments. So kaya as of now may balance pa din po.
Okay,
kasi,
so Mr. Chair, my question again is, alam ko na you are an account what you call this, an account officer, accountable, no, and responsible for this dahil ikaw yung municipal accountant at lahat hindi naman pwede lumabas yung pera without your approval, tama?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so question is, bakit ganun yung sagot na walang effort really to cleanse this up para ma-stop na as per COA advice? So bakit tuloy-tuloy?
Your Honor, as mentioned by our municipal budget officer, we have no GSO or General Services Officer in the municipality, which will be the one doing the conduct of physical count of inventories, Your Honor. So the municipal
So
account.
Mr. Chair, suppose you're not going to continue the disbursement dahil alam mo na hindi masunod yung mga rules at procedures and guidelines as provided in the law.
Your Honor, in the disbursement voucher, there are several persons certifying their signatures on the voucher. For instance, the requisitioning officer or the mayor will certify as to the validity, legality, and propriety of the claim. The municipal budget officer will certify as to the existence
Mr. Chair,
of
my question is
appropriation.
not on that, no? My question is, alam na naman natin na bawal at pinapa-stop tayo. So why you still continue process?
What I am explaining, the balance of inventory, Your Honor, is related on the previous AOM issued, Your Honor, that until now, I have now received the complete documentation. So it shows in the inventory of books that there is still an amount of 10 million, Your Honor.
So meaning, after the findings, wala nang advance payment na nangyari, it's just consummations of
Yes,
the
Your
remaining
Honor.
balance.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kuya, can you attest to that na after your findings and your recommendations, hindi na nila kinontinue at wala nang advance payment, they're just only consuming what is in the balance on the books?
Good afternoon again, everyone. As of today po, kasi yung financial statements of the LGU Empasugong has not yet been submitted because the deadline of the same will be on February 14, 2025. So the auditor has not yet determined or evaluated whether the
How about 2023? Kasi 2022 may yung pag-usapan. Now, may 2023 na natapos na, then 2024, no? Pero yung report hindi pa as of this time. So observation on 2023 and part of 2024, I know you audited portion, no, of 2024.
From the annual audit report of 2023 po, meron pa pong advance payment of
So may
fuel and
disbursement pa na nangyari despite of your findings and recommendations.
May I clarify po that this finding is for our 2023.
So 2023 to.
2023 pa po yung finding po. So
How
I-
about 2022? Mayroon din ba na findings na the same?
May I ask the audit team leader po of Impasugong?
Okay, so we would like to know that, Mr. Chair, kasi related ito, at least we will really looking into na compliant or pinapansin ba ng LGU yung COA on this aspect? Because sabi ko parang findings lang, walang nangyari. So kasi we are going to ask COA later on what the Congress would do on this. Yes, Mr. Chair, can we request the COA to answer?
So like in 2022, although we have a similar finding po na wala pong inventory balance, but we have not that time evaluated if meron ba talagang advance payment. That's why in CY 2023 audit namin, on our risk assessment po, nilagay po namin siya na high risk para ma-audit po namin siya. Kasi po, nung 2022, later part na reshuffle po kami, like November 2022. So medyo gipit kami sa time nun. So that's why we've conducted a thorough examination on that account in CY 2023. So yun po yung na-discover po namin.
Mr. Chair, can I continue? Okay, sige, anyway, balik na lang tayo dun sa kay Ma'am Suyat, no? So sinabi mo kanina, after 2023, wala na kayong ginawang transactions on the advance payment. Do you affirm na wala?
Your Honor, as I have said.
Kasi may warning na si COA. Tama?
Yes po. The recommendations, Your Honor, we have complied with the recommendations, Your Honor. So, yung nabanggit ko po kanina, hindi ko po makapisado lahat kasi masyadong marami po yung transactions, Your Honor. So, hindi ko po kapisado
So you
lahat ng
cannot
transaction.
Affirm right now here na
Yes, Your Honor. 'Cause I
na-stop na ninyo yung advance
I
payment.
need the records, Your Honor, ng mga individual transactions kung meron po bang nangyaring advance payment. Masyado po kasi
Okay, Mr. Chair, can we request COA to expedite para sa next hearing natin, pakita natin kung may nangyari ba at adherence ba yung LGU Impasugong on your recommendation based on this circular ng COA. Can we get your commitment?
Yes, Mr. Chair, actually, this is just in time, no? Kasi we are already doing our CY 2023 audit po. So, we will,
24.
2024 audit po. So, yeah, we will, look on this po.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I will lead muna yung my my other questions. Might be some of the colleagues will have very important questions. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Chairman Mon. Before I recognize Chairman Akop, COA, matanong lang po, so when was the EUM issued? Di ba nag-issue kayo ng EUM? When was that?
Last year po, Mr. Chair.
2024 lang?
Yes po.
So, paano yung 2022 na cash advances na ginawa nila?
Cash advance.
You never issued the EUM year-end? Kasi I presume that this is all about regular audits ang ginawa niyo, di ba? Wala namang fraud, wala namang special audit, di ba? So in short, calendar year. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, ang issue that was raised by Chairman Mon is from 2021, calendar year 2021-2022. Supposedly 2023, nakapag-issue kayo ng EUM. Tama? If you really perform your duty, okay lang kayo nag-issue ng EUM?
Wala pong, nung 2022 po, hindi naman po naka-procure through cash advance yung fuel. I would like to correct that kasi parang narinig namin kanina na it's about advance payment po. So, iba yung issue dun sa cash advance, iba din po tong issue sa advance payment ng fuel.
And yung cash advance, it happens when?
Yung cash advance po, it has been like a standing practice na po.
Practice na mo.
Yearly, nakikita
Yearly.
namin meron ng unliquidated cash advance
Yung
po.
impasugong.
Yes po.
And you
I assume-
issue an EUM for that.
Yes po.
But they
Mr. Chair.
still continue to practice it despite of the fact that you issued an EUM.
Sa CY 2023, nung nagkanda kami ng aming exit audit conference po, kasi hinighlight talaga namin yung mga Supreme Court decisions regarding that. So, later part of 2023, after we have conducted our exit conference, I believe they already stopped the procurement through cash advance.
So you're
Dun sa cash advance
telling
po.
this committee that you believe but the calendar year 2024 hindi pa kayo tapos, di ba?
Yes po, pero nakita naman namin doon sa SL nila na wala ng cash advances yung mga SDOs po.
Walang cash advances sa period ng 2023 to 2024?
Later part sa 2023 after we have conducted our exit conference po.
So nag-issue kayo ng EUM 2023? You never issued the EUM?
Sa CY 2023 po, that is for the CY 2022 po na mga transactions.
Nga,
Opo.
but you issue an EUM?
Yes po.
Oh, now, anong next nyo na move? Nag-issue ba kayo ng notice of disallowance? Oh,
May I be recognized?
yes.
With respect po to the issuance of notice of disallowance, wala pa po kaming nai-issue na notice of disallowance
Bakit?
because the liquidation report for the cash advances were fully liquidated, fully submitted to the audit team only on July 2024. So upon examination po, we have prepared, the audit team has prepared an evaluation report for those liquidation reports because of the time from 2022 to 2024. It took them a long time to liquidate the cash advances. So in the evaluation report po, we recommended that a fraud audit shall be conducted because of the bulk also of the transaction, of the voluminous transactions. However po, the evaluation report is still under review by the already reviewed by the regional office and to be transmitted to the central office po. And that recommendation will be, the approval of that recommendation will be submitted by the assistant commissioner po to the commission proper.
Yan, attorney, yung sinasabi mo is to conduct a fraud audit.
Yung recommendation po.
Recommendation nyo.
Opo.
Pero ang sinasabi ko nga, yun ang problema natin sa COA. Because if the agency cannot comply with, no, after the UM, ang next move nyo is to recommend for a fraud audit instead of issuing a much higher notice. In which, in that case, a notice of disallowance. Diba? Yun yung, actually, this is the problem of COA well, in fact, marami pa tayong pag-usapan dito, 97-002. Dito kasi, ma'am, attorney, this is the first time that you attended a hearing like this, no?
Yes po.
Yung mga memorandum circular nyo, hindi naman lahat, no? Pero almost kabisado na namin yan. For the past several years na ako dito sa Congress, at lahat yan, dumaan sa akin. Ang problema lagi kasi, ma'am, nag-UM kayo for calendar year 2022-2023, di ba? Because of all those casadances, di ba? Now, ang next move nyo is, dahil voluminous, napakalaki, ang recommendation is to conduct a fraud audit. But of course, okay ako dyan. But prior to that recommendation, supposedly, dapat magpalabas na tayo ng mas mataas-taas na, no? Hindi lang, di ba? Minsan nga may unqualified pa kayo na will in fact, dahil unqualified because tatlo out of the requirements being required to them, out of the 15, no, observation, audit observation memorandum, na-comply lang 10, may 5 na lang, unqualified. In which it defeats the purpose of real auditing the government funds. Di ba? Kaya please take note on this. Okay ako dyan. That you recommended the central office or a fraud audit. Maganda yan. But what about, kasi habang, eto ngayon, last term na si Mayor. Of course, mahabol pa rin si Mayor just in case if proven that they have violated such law, no specific laws of the land, particularly memorandums and audit circulars of COA. But wala, patapos na si Mayor. Di ba? Kaso, kung may kaso, kayo, kumbaga, hindi naman na kayo yung, di ba, you can recommend but you cannot, it's the ombudsman or the regular court, di ba? Now, yun lang sinasabi ko, delayed po lagi tayo, COA. And it was proven for the past several hearings dito sa House. Kaya nga, naghabol kami dito sa Quadcom na magpalabas talaga ng na mas mabigat na review, no? And recommendation with regards to all memorandum circulars and doon sa accountability mismo ninyo. You know why? Ito, yung fraud audit nyo, actually, alam mo na yan, 8 months. Diba? Minimum of 8 months. Bilang mo na yan. Magpapalabas kayo. Ito, pag simula, ngayon, you recommend to the central office, kailan pa yung gagalawin? Baka patapos ng election, wala pang decision ng central office nyo. For that fraud audit. Second, pag start the fraud audit nyo, it will take minimum of 8 months. Kasi they will be given 6 months. Si Mayor wala na sa opposition, pero ang sitting Mayor, we have to comply. Di ba? Ayun yung sinasabi ko, ma'am, na katulad dito ngayon, nag-issue kayo ng EOM, 2022-2023 calendar year. Tapos, 2025 na ngayon, nakita nyo, malaki kasi itong amount, etc. So, we have to recommend fraud audit. Kung sa ano pa ang damo kung patay ng kabayo? Diba? But of course, the liability and accountability of Mayor, though he will retire o temporary stop. Mayor, tumatakbo ka ba, nag-file ka ba ng candidacy mo ngayon for any position in government?
Yes po, Your Honor.
You're running for?
Running for Vice Mayor.
Oo. Running for Vice Mayor. No? But ang sinasabi ko nga, ayun. To be fair to everyone, dapat. Not only to the mayor, but of course to the constituents of Pasugong. Di ba? Once again, Mayor is running for Vice Mayor now. Aguinaldo Doctrine Mayor, it cannot be applied, sa case mo. ma'am, ako sa COA, yun lang yun po ang suggestion ko. Kailan nyo ba pinadala yung recommendation for a fraud audit sa Senate?
Based on the information that I gathered from regional office po, for release na po yung recommendation. And may I make a clarification lang po? Even though we already recommended for a fraud audit, it will not preclude the audit team to issue a notice of disallowance po.
I
So since
understand. I know that, ma'am. I know
Okay
that, ma'am.
po.
But when will you issue a notice of disallowance?
we have to be firm with the amount that we have to disallow po, because we have to consider how much is the loss suffered by the government, because it doesn't mean po that the cash advance is 27 million and that the total amount that has been lost is 27
Ma'am, I
27
understand
million
all of
po.
that, what you're saying.
Okay
Sinasabi
po.
ko nga, hindi naman ako accountant, pero kabisado ko na yan, man. Yung sinasabi mo, out of the 7 million, ilan yung, di ba, loss ng government to be refunded or to be issued a notice of disallowance. I understand all of that. And even the members of this committee, what I'm saying is, when will be that? Kasi nagpalabas na nga kayo ng EOM eh. Di ba, nakita nyo na yan. Di ba? All you have to do is, ilan ba, magkano bang losses talaga dito out of the 27 billion? Issue ka ng notice of disallowance, di ba? Ma'am, di ba? Ganun yun. Process ninyo, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair, that is correct. But yun nga, dun sa initial po namin na evaluation, instead po kasi na initially, we have thought of issuing a notice of suspension dun kasi documentary requirements lang din naman yung kulang. However, yung sa subsequent po namin na pag-check po namin, thorough verification conducted on those documents, we have found na very complex pala yung transaction and it warrants a fraud audit. And hindi na kaya sa aming regular audit, especially the procedures, kasi we cannot do a subpoena to those suppliers po.
Pero
So,
mama,
opo.
sorry to cut you, mama. I
Sure po.
understand all of what you're saying, but I'm telling you na pwede naman nag-issue kayo ng notice of this suspension or disallowance, then mag-fraud audit. No law that will prohibit you to do it. Tama? Tama, ma'am, di ba? Hindi,
Yes po.
tama, di ba?
Yes, Mr.
Kasi
Chair,
kahit-
correct po. But
Di
we
ba?
are talking about more than 400, 500 vouchers po.
Whatever.
And then sa amin pong RRSA
Ma'am,
po,
again,
with all
that
due
will
respect,
not be the reason. Again, kasi palabas na nga kayo sinasabi ko ng EOM. Ang sinasabi ko naman, no law or even memorandum of security that will prohibit you while conducting a regular audit, you cannot conduct a fraud audit. Tama? Kung may notice of suspension or notice of disallowance, it will not also prohibit you to conduct a fraud audit, di ba? Ay, sinasabi ko lang, if you issue a notice of disallowance, kung sabi mo nga, notice of suspension na, kaya lang, napaka-komplikado, di ba? Di ba, yung sinasabi mo? But still, pwede kayo nag-issue ng notice of ng suspension or disallowance, di ba? Ay, sinasabi ko lang, ma'am, laging ganito yung kinakaharap natin na problema. And if we will not correct it, doon mismo sa agency in which kayo po ang inaasahan dapat namin dito ng mamamayan para ma-ensure na yung spending, government fund spending, nakabatay doon sa mga specific na guidelines and laws, wala. Diba, ayun lang ang observation ko dyan, ma'am, kasi hindi lang dito sa Impasugong. And we have to do something about it. If we really want to protect the coffers of government through taxpayers' money, dapat natin gawin. At we should do it to give justice dun sa mga taxpayers po. Sinabi, nag-fraud audit kayo, alam ko na yun, 8 months. Kasi si Mayor, bibigyan nyo pa yan ng 6 months. Di ba? 30 days, 60 days, then that is 2 months, then maghintay ka ng last day of the 6 months of the 180 days. Alam ko na yan. Kung instead of 180 days, sasagot si Mayor 179, pero kung sinagot niya na dun sa on the very first day, nung inisyu niyo yung pagsagot ni Mayor, ganun din. Di ba? But of course, the agency or in this case, the local chief executive will buy time. Di ba, ma'am? Pero kung nagpalabas kayo, nag-fraud audit kayo, pero nagpalabas na kayo previously ng notice of disallowance or notice of suspension, at least, di ba? They will warn.
May I
Yes,
speak,
Attorney.
Mr. Your comments are well noted po, and we undertake to inform our central office, our commission proper with respect to this. So we undertake also that we will make a report after this hearing so that all your comments will be well noted po.
Thank you, Attorney. Kasi sa totoo lang, parang sirang plaka na kami dito eh. And we, every hearings, we encounter such problem. Yung problema natin sa audit process natin. I hope after this 19th Congress, ako, wala eh. This is now my last term. Sinasabi ko nga eh, ano yung para sa akin dito? This is for the love of country. Dito, kaya nga kanina, sa opening statement ko, nilinaw ko, wala akong pakialam sa politika nyo dyan. Well, in fact, I am also investigating my own LGU. Hindi naman ako tatakbo. Sa district pa namin. Oh, why? Because I have to show to the people, to my constituents, and to the members of this Congress and to you, na wala, patas kami dito. Diba? And they will, this is the first time now, Mindanao, Impasugong. Pero alam ko, marami pang mga municipalities na may problema. Kaninang umaga, Batangas. Kaya kami dito, parang sirang plaka na kami na paulit-ulit. Every time nakausap namin yung taga-COA sa ibang region, sa ibang province, yung mga resident COA, paulit-ulit kami dito. And I hope, ma'am, di ba, pwede talaga yung gawin, di ba? No specific provision of law and even memorandum circulars that will prohibit you to do it. Di ba, ma'am? Tama?
Yes po, Mr.
Oh,
Chair.
yun. Thank you. Napakahaba ng ano ko. Chairman Jacob.
Marami pong salamat, Mr. Chair. Madam COA, kasama po niya ako sa mga hearings eh. Tama po yung sabi niya. Yan din ang naririnig namin sa ibang mga COA units sa different regions. Pare-parehas po kayo ng sagot. Kaya sabi niya, parang sirang plaka na siya kasi siya nagsisermon. But anyway, to set my notes straight, Mr. Chair, did I hear you right na for 2021, year 2021, you did not issue a notice of disallowance tsaka notice of suspension?
2021.
Did I hear you right, COA?
May I?
Were you the COA in year 2021?
Not yet po. They assumed office as COA auditors of LGU and Pasugong on November 2022 po.
Kasi narinig ko na there was no notice of disallowance tsaka notice of suspension. Tama po ba yung pagkarinig ko?
Pertaining po to this transaction sa
Sa Ipasugong?
under investigation po.
Yes.
Wala
Wala, in general,
wala
wala.
pa pong ND na na-issue
Kasi
po.
dito po sa research na ginawa ng aking mga kasamahan, for current year 2021, end of December 31, 2021, meron po kayong, according to these notes, meron po kayong notice of suspension in the amount of 297,096 and a notice of disallowance for the amount of 107,195.02. Kaya tinanong ko kung kayo po ang COA nung panahon na ito. But in the year ending December 31, 2022, meron ding nakalagay po dito sa notes na ito. COA issued a notice of suspension in the amount of 441,726.67 and a notice of disallowance in the amount of the same amount nung December 31, 2021. Di ba? And for 2023, yung notice of suspension, hindi nila kinokorek ito. Ibig sabihin, kasi the same amount sa notes ko. And then notice of disallowance, lumaki. For 2022, na-carry 4.452 million. Are you aware of this? Totoo ba itong nandito sa notes ko? Kinokorek ko lang.
May I request information po, what annual audit report are you referring to?
2021, ending December 31, 2021, 2022, 2023.
COA, are you sure that you're equipped with all the information needed before this committee? Because Chairman Akop is reading on the COA document that they have submitted before this committee. So you have to keep your answers straight and mag-coincide with what we have.
We beg your pardon po because as mentioned po, as of November 2022 pa po sila kasi nag-assume yung audit team. So
Okay.
as with respect to the AR 2021, we have no personal knowledge pa po with the issuance of NS and the ND.
Kasi Iha, kung sasabihin mong mali itong ginawa ng aming tauhan, siya ang pagagalitan ko, yung aking tauhan. Di po ba? Kasi ito, galing naman sa documents na sinabit nyo dito sa committee.
We would like to ask for your pardon po with respect to this one, and we will check po the AR 2021 and 2022.
Thank you. May I proceed, Mr. Chair? May I ask the former municipal administrator, tama po ba yung akin dahil nag-retire na po kayo?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is your relationship to the mayor? Parehas po kayo nakita ko ng apelyido eh.
Yes, Your Honor. Pamangkin ko siya, Your Honor.
When you say pamangkin, you're an uncle.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. And when did you start being the municipal administrator of the mayor?
If I remember it right, September 2014.
2014. 2014. So up to your retirement
Yes, Your Honor.
in 2024.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tama. Mayor, meron pong report dito sa na ginather din ng aking researchers. Is your wife the municipal tourism officer, Madam Norma Sioy?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Yes. Current. She's the current municipal tourism officer.
Hindi na po, Your Honor.
Hindi na rin.
Hindi na po. Nag-resign na po, Your Honor.
Kailan po?
Last October, Your Honor.
Last year.
Last year.
And since when did she assume as the municipal tourism officer?
If I remember, Your Honor, since 2014, Your Honor.
When you became the mayor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Thank you. The ILG. Yung opisina po ba ng municipal tourism officer is a career office?
The LGU will create it, sir, pursuant to the tourism law. Sir,
Madam, you're not answering my question.
I'm sorry.
Very clear po yung katanungan ko lang. Is the office of the municipal tourism officer considered a career office?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Mayor Uy, are you aware of Section 59 of Executive Order number 292, otherwise known as the Administrative Code of 1987? Are you aware?
Hindi po ako aware masyado, yes, Your Honor.
Kaya, hindi ka aware, kaya tuloy nababiolate po ninyo. You violated the law on nepotism.
Your Honor, may I explain, Your Honor? Kasi po, my wife was designated as tourism officer. Designated only as tourism officer, Your Honor.
narinig nyo naman po yung preliminary questions ko po, di po ba? Tinanong ko si Mr. Gabriel Oy, anong relationship ninyo? Nephew kanya, so uncle mo siya. Tinanong ko rin kung yung asawa mo po ninyo nakadesignate na Municipal Tourism Officer. Sabi niyo, opo. Tinanong ko yung DILG, kung yung office ng Municipal Tourism Office is considered a career office. Sagot po ng DILG, opo. Therefore, if I look at Section 59, at saka tinanong ko pala kayo, are you aware of the provisions of Section 59, Executive Order number 292, known as the Administrative Code of 1987? Sabi nyo, hindi nyo po alam. Ang sinabi ko, kaya nyo pala na-violate yung provision na yon, which is nepotism. Nag-a-appoint po kayo, gumagawa po kayo ng appointments in favor of a relative na binagbawal po ng ating batas. You also violated Section 79 of the Local Government Code, which pertains to nepotism also. Were you aware of that, Mayor? Kasi in-appoint mo yung uncle mo, saka yung asawa mo to government offices which in violation of provisions of law. The Local Government Code and the Administrative Code of 1987. Could you please answer that?
Mayor, please answer the question, Chairman Ako.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you po. So, yung administrator ko po is my uncle. Sa pagkakalam ko po, co-terminus po yung administrator.
Mayor, whether your appointee is coterminous with your term, it doesn't matter. It's not an issue.